Hello guys and welcome back in another video. 2025 has already been a wild year, and that's only less than 10% of the year completed. Some wild news have popped up since the beginning of the year, but today, we're going to talk about the man who avoided 2 life sentences and an additional 40 years of jail, all thanks to the newly elected President Trump. Trump has been in office for about less than a week now, but he has done already a lot of significant moves, aimed at many branches. He's signed many legislations about banking and crypto, and has allowed for TikTok to be operative for an additional 75 days. He's also pardoned about 1,500 of his supporters, charged about 4 years ago in the US Capitol attack. However, in the midst of all of this, he's also pardoned a man that was supposed to never see sunlight ever again, and had already served close to 10 years in prison. So what did Ross Ulbricht, the man that evaded life in prison, even do to be charged for 2 life sentences, and 40 years, along with no possibility of parole? Ross Ulbricht is a now 40 years old man that was arrested in 2013, and later charged with no parole in 2015, and his charges vary from distributing narcotics by means of internet to money laundering, and many more. But let's go back even further. Ross Ulbricht was born on March 27, 1984, in Austin, Texas. From an early age, he was super curious and loved exploring new ideas. Even some of the people that had known him after his arrest, always said that he had a relatively normal upbringing, and was described as smart and curious. If only had he known that his curiosity would have landed him in jail. He went on to study physics at the University of Texas at Dallas, where he was known for his sharp mind and innovative thinking. Later, he pursued a master's degree in materials science and engineering at Pennsylvania State University. Ross was deeply influenced by libertarian principles and admired thinkers like Ayn Rand. Before pursuing in his criminal activity, he tried to make something off his skills ethically and legally. He tried to be a day trader, and after no success he decided to start a video game company, the Good Wagon Games, which didn't live for long anyway. He probably never wanted to be a criminal, you could say. He tried to pursue his passions, before being a criminal. However, shortly after his losses, he had a genius idea, and that involved his libertarian principles. He thought that making something that wasn't there in the first place, would have led him to success, and that is why in 2011 he decided to launch Silk Road, a web-operative marketplace. Make no mistake, this wasn't your average market, as in fact it was used to sell what couldn't be found legally, including counterfeit items. It didn't just sell counterfeit currency, it went much deeper than that, and you could have found weapons, drugs and illegal goods and services. It took 2 whole years to track his shop down and close it for good. It was anything but an easy operation, because his shop was set up in a way that everything was encrypted and inaccessible. That is because his entire operation was all hosted in the Tor network. For those of you not familiar with Tor, just know that the onion router is a type of network connection that makes you anonymous by routing your network traffic in different and multiple servers, making it almost impossible to track your location. It was thanks to this that Silk Road was only shut down 2 years later after its launch. Bitcoin played a huge role in it, because this crypto coin, being online, made being identified even harder, effectively anonymizing both the owner, Ross, and the buyer. You'd want a man like this to be in jail, so why did Trump free him? Ross had always been against government's control, basis of the Silk Road Foundation. His libertarian ideology pushed many like him to ask for his release. That is why Donald Trump pardoned Ross Ulbricht. However, you must know that this wasn't done just for him and his fans, there also is a personal reason. Trump recently released his official crypto coin that went from low to high in record time. This meant he had even more people by his side, because he showed even more support to the crypto enthusiasts, allowing traders to feel safer. Again though, this man was on to live his life in jail. 10 years later he's free. Call me crazy, but his online scheme actually could have been a great thing for us, and here's why. We all know Bitcoin recently reached 100K in market value. Just before his idea, in 2010, this coin struggled to reach half a dollar. Worse, it always stayed at $0.2, and even less. It was almost pointless, and even many sites were giving it away. One in particular offered 5 coins per day just by solving a CAPTCHA. Laszlo Hanyecz was the first man that used Bitcoin to pay, and well, he spent 10k coins to buy a pizza. It remained like that for a while, but in 2013, the year he was arrested, this coin started being worth more and more, and right after his arrest, it was valued at a staggering $100. This is translated to a 3,200% grow before the marketplace was shut down, and about 8,000% grow after his arrest. Imagine if he had never used this coin. But why would a coin like Bitcoin be useful for you? There are a lot of risks when investing into crypto. Many assume that it is anonymous, and as such, it is good to invest on it to do illegal activities. Contrary, though, every transaction is tied to an account, and it is all public. Ross underestimated this last point, and this is how he was caught. But if nothing illegal is your style, then a crypto coin like this one is a really great thing if you want to invest your own money at your risk. On top of that, there isn't a government that has authority over it, so the price is not stable. But what it does good is that it offers a cheaper opportunity for border money transfer, and many have gotten a huge profit thanks to it, so it holds a lot of importance. It even makes micropayments cheaper. What a lovely currency, isn't it? Now take another step back. Sure, Bitcoin is great, and it depends on who has access to it, so the fault is all of the person. But what changed after Ross' arrest? Like, surely something changed in the crypto world after this? Well, Silk Road definitely changed the approach that governments use towards crypto coins. This brought benefits, if you consider that now crypto coins are more supported than ever, and many investors have understood their power, and having it made slightly more controlled, has allowed for people to feel safer too. However, it has also made some markets more volatile and uncertain. Not just that, but it highlighted the focus more onto cybersecurity, to make sure that illegal activities shall not be continued. On top of the mentioned increased interest, it made the general idea become more positive for crypto, because people have understood that even though you commit a crime with this currency, you can still be found liable. Lastly, many have liked crypto coins for their little transactions, once again like mentioned earlier, that are cheaper, and many enjoy the financial freedom that comes with it. By the way, a new video is coming soon regarding crypto. Stay tuned for that. Ross' recent release had been deemed for a while unjust by Trump. Many also claimed that it was too harsh for a man that only created the tool, and wasn't the one who used it, so why should he have been punished for that long? There's so much to talk about regarding this, so what are your thoughts? Share them in the comments, to see if anyone may think the same as you. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching.